Welcome, Aries. I have a lot to bring you today. I've been sick all week, and you're the first one I'm doing in coming back after being sick. So I was only down for a couple days really, but I was kind of queasy for the past couple days, and I wanted to make sure I was clear before I did a read for you guys. But I have been picking up some messages for you guys along the way, and I just did a meditation for you as well. It was very interesting, so I was kind of putting some stuff together for your read, so it took me a little while. And we'll see where that takes us. But again, this is for Aries, and we're at the beginning of February, so it's really all about February for you. And in my meditation, the first thing I saw was something that was like a bow-like structure, and I pulled out my Vajra, and I don't know much about them, but I have one. Oops, as I drop it. But you can look up the significance and how it's used and all that kind of stuff, because that was coming up for you specifically. But I was also getting the tie, and tie was coming up in a message that I had done the other day that was coming up again today for you. So this energy of the tie, whether that's a necktie, whether that's your tie to someone else, whether it's tie, a service for 9 could be coming up, like some kind of tie meal, or dealing with the people tie, however it relates to you, that was definitely coming up. And for whatever reason, Marcel Vogel then came up, which is why you see my little dowsing sticks I created over here. They shouldn't move because there's no energy behind them, and I'm not holding them, but I figured I'd put them out there, see if they do anything weird. And you might want, if you don't know anything about Marcel Vogel, the reason why he came up, I looked up his birthday, he's an Aries, so you might want to check out the Vogel crystals and how he used dowsing to show you how the love energy works between people. And also for Aries was coming up ARIES, which is not typical of what you would think of Aries, right? Very airy and easy was coming up here. So again, dowsing from Vogel, it was typically used to locate groundwater, buried metals, stores, oil, radiations, etc., anything underneath the ground. You know, you might have seen it in a Y-shaped twig or rod, and Marcel Vogel would use 2 L-shaped, and it's just wire through excuse me, welding rods or fluorescent rods in an L shape, a right angle. And he said you could use coat hangers for dowsing rods as well. But anyway, his birthday was April 14th, 1917, and he passed away February 12th, 91. The Vajra, what I did look up from Wikipedia was that it was considered one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. And the name means thunderbolt, and it was a ritualistic weapon symbolizing the indestructible diamond and the irresistible force of the thunderbolt. All right, so that was the messages coming in from my meditation just before the message here. But I'm going to go back because there was another message for Aries. Let's see where I have this first. Okay. So 144 kept coming up for you guys too. So literally on the 29th, when I was summarizing from the 24th until the 29th for Aries, it was 144. And the 24 was coming up a lot too. So dance and ballet was coming up. I actually posted I posted the Fool card on my Instagram for Aries. It was part of the messages that were coming up here. So you might want to read that as well. So dance was coming up, but specifically ballet. The blue essence the venous blood, that energy of flowing back to the heart, which, you know, Aries is normally the artery kind of energy. 100 ARIES was coming up, as in 25 acres. Ventilation, fluttering of wings. The number 1004, which came up again today when I measured my wires to cut those for you guys. You use the 52 centimeters of the pyramids, and of course 52 times 2 is 104, which is also 10-4, message received. So that's another way that the 1004 was coming up here. The frog stretching to become the prince. The divine masculine opening the heart, making amends. Libra energies perhaps there. And the dance of marriage or an announcement. A gift from the stars and Kundalini rising. Disneyland came up, as well as she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So at one of these days, I was guided to open up Elena Danan's book, A Gift from the Stars, and that was at 1:44 on the 25th. I opened the book to page 298 to 299, and I'll show you the page that was. Let's see, 298. So these are the people that came up, okay? And you see they have a very large forehead. These are benevolence. And they're called Wolf 424, which we just had the Wolf Leo full moon. And 242 is interesting for me because my mother's and father's soul numbers were 42 and 24. And the number 24 had kept coming up for you guys. And wolf is also my daughter's animal that she loves, her spirit animal. So what came up for these guys, Wolf 424, the planet Umo, with ties to Lyran and Vega humanoids, with high foreheads, who are helping to plant seeds for environmentally friendly technologies here on Earth, without affecting our free will, and assisting in global solutions to scientific paradigms, can't talk. Terran sciences, level 1 civilization, level 2 would be considered interstellar travel. So again, 144 has been coming up consistently, as well as I've been seeing 1212 on the clock every day, both times a day, for the past 5 days. Also from 144, 120 plus 24 was coming up, and the 24th pair of chromosomes, the etheric pair that opens up in your awakening. The energy of the fortnight, and I had gone through this. This is a download I had gotten, and I brought it up a few times already, that started with December 7th and a fortnight plus 4 nights, which would be 2 weeks and then 4 days, and then another 7 days, which would have led to the first of the year. And then they showed me that pattern and how it worked each quarter of the year, but it wasn't the same day for each quarter. It went from December 7th, and then March 15th, or the Ides of March, was the first day in the spring. But the fortnight is the 14 days, and then 4 nights comes up 144 again. And the energy of leaping 144 to 44, which is Aries gate. And of course, April 4th. And then my 1 through 10 example for 144 was also coming up, that 144 represents the 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 as 4 and 4, representing pods. I always talk about the 6, 9, 8 pod, which is the 2 P's in the pod of the twin flames connection, and then 7 being the key. So that was coming up for you. Excuse me. The 12 was coming up as well as the divine feminine, divine masculine, and their wisdom. The 56 of keeping to self, to keep energy clear and peace of mind. The 91 here was then coming up in those numbers as the central sun, back to source, where all roads lead home. And then the 24 card actually came up, which was patience, to slow down and clear your mind. Patience for that hourglass, the sands of time, the infinite shift, and a perpetual dance of not just me, but the perpetual dance of me and you. So for Aries, the number 1 of abundance was coming up. The first sign, right? You're the one right out of the gate. The 1 for all and all for one was coming up. And the all for 3 and 3 for 1. The 19 of luck in the sun, the 29 of the star, and serious gifts. Magic, lucky sun, a gift from the stars, and the 28 of the snake. Of dueling paths, as the number 7 fireworks here go off, or sudden rise to stardom. The twin key was coming up here, but that's also Twinkie. Twinkie, or twinkle, was coming up as both Twinkie and twinkle, because KLE also means key. So the twinkle, twinkle little star, as Aries supplies the raw energy to take off. Madonna and you are my lucky star also came up. A serious mother with snake at your heels, like crackers going off, right? Like in the old cartoons where they'd throw fireworks at your feet to get you going, or to torture you in the cartoons. But to get your feet up, to get them moving, to get it cracking. As Cinderella's chariot arrives with 4 unicorns, but where are their night riders? Perhaps a surprise to destination unknown, or lovers inspired to go to Fantasy Island, as the Page of Wands here is excited. And Gemini, Leo, Cancer, and Sagittarius had come up that day. So in the meditation I had done on this day, because I thought I was going to be doing your read before today, I was getting cracking doors, cracking safes, cracking codes. Pirouetting around the clock was, this is the message I actually posted on my Instagram, so you can actually see the pictures there. But pirouetting around the clock and literally sharing Cracker Jacks to secure the prize. So let's see if I want to show you the picture of the Fool card. I had drawn this drawing before looking at the Fool's card. Let's see if I can pull it out here for you. Come on, Fool. Here we go. All right. So here's the Fool card, and this is what I posted with my notes on Instagram. And here is the note that I was showing a picture of. And I had drawn this clock, because this is what I was seeing in meditation, literally seeing someone, you know, like a ballerina, and then her leg being pirouetted all the way around the clock to this position. And if you can see, the Fool and the position of the legs and arms are almost exactly reflective of the Fool in this picture. But again, very much the dancer or ballerina kept coming up for you guys. And when I drew this picture of this clock, I was getting 25 or 6 to 4, and I didn't put the legs at a certain place on a clock. I just put them the way I was seeing them in my meditation, and they ended up being at the positions of 25 and 6 to 4. So that was coming up for you. And of course, that's Chicago. Waiting for the break of day, searching for something to say, flashing lights against the sky, giving up, I close my eyes. So the dodecahedron and the icosahedron was also coming up. And also, I had seen something pass by on Instagram about the plain card deck and its history, because it's based on the year. Literally, if you add up all the numbers of the values of all the cards, 1 through 10, and then 11, 12, 13 for the Jack, Queen, King, the deck adds up to 364 days of the year. And then they use the Joker as the 1/4 that adds that extra day, that leap year. And of course, there's 52 cards in the deck and 52 weeks. It all goes according to the seasons. And so again, there's that relationship coming up in just the plain card deck. So again, 12/12 kept coming up, and it came up again yesterday. And so when I was catching up on my notes yesterday, it was 12/21, when I actually noted that 1212 kept coming up. And so 1221's been coming up constantly in the past couple of days too. So in this message that I did yesterday, there's just one message from that I want to bring to you. And in the header of this read was the Thai word was also coming up again. And that's what came up in my meditation today. But instead of high, it was coming up as like Thai 5, but instead of high 5, it was coming up as Thai 5. And when I wrote that down today, the sun brightened. And then THR was coming up, which was tetrahydrofuran, THF, which I always like when that comes up because its description is a 5-membered ring. It's an ether with 4 carbons and 1 oxygen used as a polar solvent, or in other words, a solution to polarity. So taking a time out for the I am, as what came up for you in this message was the sourcing in the source in 5 we trust. And then the Lincoln $5 bill was coming up. The master of the hidden house. A place to stop at the river with ducks. Without control of who comes and goes. The 2 of us. To have and to hold his song and rhythm. Norse, Chinese, and ginger root. To dwell on a wing, an arm, a hand, a foreleg, a branch. To be king, to eat, be visible and snore, to scream loudly and to seem to catch something in the air, even if others think you're crazy or rusty perhaps. Lincoln Memorial and St. Salvira, a place to stop and think, a place for the thinking man to rest and be amongst the people, to be there for support. Under the stars, acing all the swords, the S words, Sophia's words, her words, not mine. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Sophia, the sacred sage, Sophie, the wisdom of Ea through his mother's eyes, destined high vibe of Christ consciousness, the infinite phi of expanse and reflection simultaneously at 353, which is the Empress and the Knight of Swords. And these TI means source, and source Hierophant was coming up, which Hierophant is also in alchemy, the master of the hidden house. So then we get to today. And I decided to put some cards out to get a feeling for your energy before I did your read. And this ended up coming up this morning. And I had to show you the underlying energies that I started with here. And this is the SIRIAN Starseed deck because I started with the Starseed, because that's Aries, of course. Okay, that big download to the crown, coming into the crown right here. And this energy of surrendering to all that is. And then being in the crystal bat cave there. Getting ready to propose something, and I'll read to you the way I got it the first time around. But I just wanted to show you the depiction here because you see coming up from the basement or climbing the light tower. This is the Atlas energy of the 10 of Wands, where they've one flame lit, but all the 9 have gone out. That's the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, and leaving that wounded warrior behind. And this also is coming up as a jetpack today. But if you also notice, he's climbing the steps with one flame, and he's headed towards this light at the top where there's literally somebody up there holding the light. And it's like he needs this jetpack to power him up to that light, where you see the hermit holding that light, reflecting. And then we have the Queen of Cups with the Ascension card, which is also Pisces, and then the 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck here as we start your message right here. So the underlying energy of the 7 of Wands after the Starseed with the big download to the crown, or hailstorm, perhaps Hail Marys, seeds planted, fern and lilies, in a leap of faith to awaken the crown. Excuse me. The whale's song, the pink aura, and surrendering to all that is. The Divine Masculine's heart in the crystal bat cave, from jungle land to where the land meets the sea, to Crystal Cave, Bermuda way perhaps, with Starseed, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, with just the right crystals, as the 10 of Wands Atlas leaves the wounded warrior behind, climbing the stairs of the lighthouse, or up from the basement, with a jetpack of strength to power up into space, birthing through the ring of fire, spiraling up and up to the light held at the top by the hermit, bursting through the flame to see the light. With Aries to Leo Sag or Saggy Leo, and then facing Virgo as a reflection to see the fire they have left behind, as the Queen of Cups is drenched in positive emotions, holds the chalice in her left hand, and ascending world in Pisces energy in her right, a blast off through the way of the water, and I dream of Jeannie, for once the world is in your right hand and held, it's a cakewalk to walk above fire and rise above with flame in hand, with sparkly navel, the center of gravity that's up a notch. So the center of gravity came up in my Instagram messages about it being raised from just a couple centimeters below your belly button, and here in this message was coming up as at your belly button. But also the navel was coming up in my Instagram message today regarding the orange and the sacral chakra. So the Page of Wands comes up here, Page of Wands as the masked boy using their flame, and this was at 142, to toy with woman, she offering her flame to then be used against her. At night in the now waning Leo moon, which today the moon is going from Libra into Scorpio at 3:37 here, so it just went into Scorpio here on the East Coast at 3:37, rising above the Page of Wands Cancer perhaps a child or pet, or inspiration, as the 4 of Swords is a reference to being on break at the ocean, or just quiet emotions with romantic thoughts of the 2 of Cups in a special garden and archway, or the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or a garden of prayer. A crystal-lined garden with peacock display, and the 9 of Swords saving face underground, but Aries unable to hide from the light, as stars long to show you the way. To walk like an Egyptian, rock star healer, a belly rub, being led through Aquarius for the sound of laughter, sound healing, and eyes like pools of water reflecting unconditional love with the King of Cups. Perhaps family to take the pet for a 1-to-1 tete-a-tete. So LL has also come up several times, and it came up again here. And again with the dowsing rods, there's that LL, but it came up in other ways for me this week a lot. So now we get to pull your fresh cards for you and see what more we have. And here the Fortune's Oracle, we had the underlying energy of 4, which is Aries, the Emperor, and birth. And then you had the Phoenix come up with the 25, which is the Knight of Wands, and then the Fool, which is with the 12, which is the Hanging Man, hanging out together basically, right? A man and his best friend. And here's the Dragon of the Dragon rising, right? The Chinese year. And 25 is also a quarter. And then you have the 4, a quarter, and we just talked about the quarter pieces. The quarter pieces from the Fool card representing the leap year, which it is this year. So we have the Fool and the Hanging Man and the Phoenix rising over here with the Knight of Wands, which is all that fire energy that was also referenced in the underlying energy. And then the shadowing unicorns here with the 33 vibration, which is the Christ consciousness, and the 4D bridge, and representing the 3 and 3 of 2 birds soaring together. Success, hope, freedom, and healing and magic are all available to you if you just believe. And the Phoenix had said, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Okay, so to rise again. Okay, so we're going to shuffle up these guys again. These 2 are already shuffled. We're going to use this for clarifiers, the Rider-Waite. And then my Messages of Love Oracle cards we'll use at the end. Let's see how this goes. All right, so first, to set the tone with Fortune's Oracle. That's 4:20 on the clock, again. Actually, 4:20 is I talk about this all the time. You guys probably don't care, but 4:20 is the time that my son was born in room 420. It's also the Two of Cups, which you just had that card in your message. And it's my father's soul number, it's my outer personality number, my sister's outer personality number, and my daughter's life lesson number. So it's very significant to me. Now, I'm not representative of Aries at all, but just as a reference to perhaps people in your family and the energy of one-on-one energies, soulmates. All right, so for Aries, what is the main energy for you guys here? Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. You have celebrations, 5, and there's that Hierophant again, the master of the hidden house. And here's that light in the box, right? The gift of light that you are. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. And 5 is also freedom, change, and expansion. And it's also the middle number. So you're opening the gift of light here. And you also have the Sun and the 30, which is the 4 of Wands, and union. And there's one more card that wants to be seen, actually another 2. The 33 came up again here for you as the shadowing unicorns, the 33 of the Christ vibration, and the 4D bridge. And finally, the Fool card again came up for you, all right? So the bottom of the deck here is abundance of 1, the all for one and one for all, or vice versa. Bringing all the hands together here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it's 5 ways there. And the 1 of the Magician, it's also of you. You're the first sign. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. It's the underlying energies. I'll leave these over here. And these are the cards that came out for you. So the light in the box, the gift, and remember the bow came up for you. And the sunshine, the star that you are. The master of the hidden house. And union, May 30th could be coming up for you here too. And then crossing the bridge with your best friend here, right? This beautiful gift here of sunflowers and gifts and celebrations and perhaps vacation here. And then 2 unicorns reflecting each other on the bridge to cross to a new place here of the Fool and the Hanging Man, right? Man and his best friend. Or is that you and yourself, me and my shadow? Are you with someone who something significant is happening with right now? All right, so with the 5 and let's see, the 12, we have Taurus energies, and 12 is the Hanging Man. All right, now you're going to give me a hard time. The Hanging Man is Pisces, but I get Capricorn for that as well. So let's see what else is coming up for you. Now it's 424. That's the Wolf 424 just came up. So there's that 42 and 24 reflection again of the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And 24 is also Omega. It represents enlightenment when the crown opens. And Aries. Aries. Aries, for the best and highest good of all those concerned. And if Marcel Vogel would like to come in with a message, you are welcome. Any guides, angels, masters for Aries are welcome to come in as long as they're in their high their highest vibration for the best and highest good of all those concerned. There's the Three of Wands showing itself, being present in the moment to the gift that you are. All right, here we go. This is for Aries, February 2024. Aries, for the best and highest good of all those concerned. Aries, 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 Aries. And you have the world, Ascension. You have the world in your right hand. You have it all together. You're complete. It's also Pisces energy. The challenge for you, Aries, is the Three of Crystals here, Three of Pentacles, which is usually the workplace or representing a place of co-creation. So that can be anywhere, really. Just a place where people come together to create. So why is this a challenge for you? Now that something's complete, or perhaps you're dealing with a Pisces person here, and perhaps the challenge to work together. The foundation here is the Three of Cups. All right, so now you have two threes. And is there any third-party interference here? Or is there a separation of socializing with someone versus working with someone? In the recent past, you have the higher self, which also is Pisces energy. There could be Virgo energy here too for me. But in the recent past here, you have all of this Pisces energy. It's very psychic, like coming, you know, coming around the mountain when she comes, full circle. Perhaps connecting to your psychic abilities. Somebody could be reading in front of people here. And again, it's opening a book and reading from it. But it could be scroll work as well. It could be something fancy, perhaps an invitation. And the moon looks very quiet there, so it's more of like a new moon energy, even though it's coming up here in the past. So perhaps after the full moon. And this is also coming up as two sides of an energy here, right? A very quiet, secretive side, and then a very worldly, kind of ballsy, you know, having the world by their right hand, kind of energy there. What's crowning for you, Aries, is the Three of Swords. And this can represent some kind of disappointment or separation, but also can represent some bad weather here, or searching in a storm here. There's a ship with a searchlight here. And there's this energy of lightning kind of running across the sky. Hands across the water, heads across the sky. And I'm also getting the energy of the knife ran away with the spoon. We'll see what's going on with that. What's coming up for you soon is the Nine of Pentacles, which is wonderful. This is this energy of sovereignty, of having everything you need and being completely independent. And that you could be alone, you could be single here, but you could also be connected, just very independent here. But it looks like someone's looking at their yard to see what they want to do with their yard. And you know, see how cool this energy is, right? That's not typical for Aries. Aries is usually hot. You see yourself as the Six of Pentacles. Perhaps someone's looking for a handout. Are you looking for a handout? But this is about balancing the scales here, being in a balanced place. All right? So it's coming up as you're all that here. And you're coming together socially, perhaps more challenged by work coming together here. And what's around her, how others might see you, is the Five of Cups. So there might be some sorrow or regret here, some hurt feelings. how people are seeing you. You're seeing yourself as staying balanced, you know, on working on that, especially in a social way. But the 3 cups that are here, they're over here, knocked over. So maybe some kind of friendship issue right here. Some sadness or something that's not, you don't feel like it's balanced, a balanced friendship perhaps. But there's this energy of strong independence here. Is somebody always getting their way or expecting their way? Let me move these out of the way here. So the block here for you, Aries, is abundance, or the Empress coming up here. She seems to be shouldering the weight here. So you're challenged by the 3 of Pentacles, and you're blocked by the abundance of the Earth Mother. Right, the Empress, which also can represent a Taurus person. So you have Taurus over here, you have a lot of Pisces over here. So this could be a group of friends of yours. But you're blocked, this is Earth too, they're both Earth and Taurus. So this Taurus energy may be a challenge to you right now to work with, but you also have Pisces going on here, and you could have either one of those energies in your own chart as well. So what's coming up at the end is Indigo, which is the Magician, and this is all about a young indigo proposing something here to make some magic perhaps. And let's see where that all goes. So the Magician is usually Gemini, but it can be Virgo too. Sometimes Aries as well. So we'll see how that comes up for you. I'm going to pull just a few extra cards for the end in case I need them for you. And then let's look at the bottom of the deck for you and see what's there. Okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles here. Definitely have an earthy energy, so that could be a Taurus that's coming up over here. Let's go down a few, see what's going on. So there's Taurus again, okay? And then we have Aries, and let's see what else is going on. So Queen of Cups, so there definitely could be Pisces energy here. We have a Page of Swords, which can represent a child or pet or a message. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So we have a water sign and an earth sign here who may be around you, or maybe that's you. You're seeing yourself as earthy right now, so that could be you, and you don't look real happy with them right now. Maybe there's some jealousy there. So we have, and then there's the Taurus here. So, but see, there is this loving, watery friendship here. You know, best friends, soulmates, children, loving each other. And some kind of a new start here with the Ace of Pentacles. You know, some kind of groundbreaking event. Let's see what else was going on there. So somebody might have walked away in some kind of groundbreaking event to start fresh, or something completely new, perhaps a whole new life. Perhaps somebody was proposed to here. This can reference any kind of societal norms here, or commitments or guidance here. And again, this energy of the starseed and a big download coming to the crown, or some kind of fresh start here, right? A marriage, a new start, a new life with the Queen of Cups, and a message to the Queen of Pentacles over here. So what's going on with you guys? Okay. You may be coming up as very grounded here and earthy. Okay, so like I said, it's all Pisces and Taurus and these underlying energies. And then Aries, of course, is you. And then we have the Indigo, or the Magician here. So Gemini, Virgo, perhaps Aries as well could come up there. And Pisces energy is right smack in the middle there. Maybe someone's asking for more from you than you can offer at this time. You have the World here. It's just some kind of culmination here going on. Coming full circle. And regarding friends and independence here. And sharing, being charitable. Or just weighing the scales, right? What's working out for you or not. And you may not be having any specific issues with anyone. It could even just be, you know, how much time do you have to give of yourself? Maybe you're in a relationship and you're working a lot, so you don't have much time to give to your friends. So there could be something going on there. The Sage of Crystals over here is the Queen of Pentacles. So who is she? She just dropped between my legs. So somebody perhaps is feeling overseen. So it's coming up with the Temperance is someone getting impatient, feeling left out in the cold, left behind. And then we have the King of Pentacles over here. So is there a guy? Are you a guy here and very grounded right now? Or are you a feminine energy as the Queen of Pentacles dealing with a King of Pentacles? Is that your partner? Could it be a sibling or someone you're working with, a partner in that sense? But someone's feeling left out in the cold here, and it looks like the Queen of Pentacles over here. But we have Sagittarius reversed there with that card. Why do we have the higher self there in the recent past for you? For Aries, February 2024. Higher self. We have the Five of Wands reversed and the Strength card upright, along with the High Priestess, which is the card we're pulling for, basically. It's called Higher Self in this deck. Ending the conflict and being strong here. Keeping to oneself here. Right? Or getting advice, perhaps a pet here, or Leo energy. Ending conflicts with a sister, perhaps. There's Pisces and Leo there. This can even be ending conflicts within yourself. You know, maybe you've been talking to yourself a lot. But the Tower comes up right with that, with the Empress. There's this energy of a sudden event or some kind of sudden epiphany between the High Priestess and the Empress, which could be a Pisces and a Taurus energy, and then we have Scorpio in the mix right there too. But they're both upright. It doesn't look like a fight. A sudden realization that there's some love coming in here from the Emperor and the Hierophant, but they're both reversed right here. You know, they could be on break, or they could be stepping down from power here. This could also be, you know, a parent or grandparent who's not doing well, who may be laid up right here, but sending their love, can't come. Maybe you invited somebody and you're upset because they can't make it. Or is this you? There could be a divorce here. This could be just someone stepping down from their position or retiring, sending their love, And again, it could be just got out of the hospital, some still resting up from that. But I send, you know, we send our love. And this could be two people. There's Aries and Taurus energies right there. And we have the Empress and the Emperor reversed right there. So that could be parents or grandparents who are not together or who are divided for whatever reason, if they're not broken up. It's okay, honey. The foundation is the Three of Cups for Aries. Why is the Three of Cups? Teddy's doing this thing now where every time he sees something or an animal or the cat, like he has to go to the back door. And he expects me to let him out like every other second now. Three of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. So some kind of truth coming in here about this truth could be a big burden here for someone. Or that it's the truth is it's actually a burden to have to come together and look back at things. And obviously someone prefer not to do that. This could be having to come together to assess something with someone, right? Maybe there's a lot of stuff to go through. And it could be more of a social occasion than anything. But someone might be, you know, saying, truth be told, it's a lot of work perhaps that I can't handle right now, or to look back and assess that. Or somebody else may be saying, look, it's a lot for me to do alone and I need your help. And this could be, you know, this King of Pentacles could be impatient. He's fine, but he could be kind of pushy about getting what he wants done, you know, his agenda done. And maybe it's not the best timing for you or whoever else you need to come together with here. The central energy here is the World. Wanting to get something done, or there is a completion point here. We have the Judgment call here, a wake-up call. Somebody being given a choice or an ultimatum. And then here is, while it's slow or while things aren't going your way, you know, wanting to get things done, to get clarity, to be sure, and know, even if this knocks you off balance over here, to get clear on something. It could be someone needing to clear some stuff out before going on a vacation here. I mean, it could be a move too. We do have the 30 of the home up there, but that's not really coming up as the focus here. It's coming up as more as coming together socially and challenged by coming together to work. And that could just be getting something practical done within the family. And this could be challenged by some mother stuff. So maybe you're going through your mom's stuff. Perhaps dad's stuff or both of their stuff. You know, having to make a lot of decisions. Or again, someone may be saying, you know, we got to do this now or I'm throwing everything away. The challenge here is the Three of Pentacles for you, Aries. And the Knight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles reversed. And again, there's this, you know, the one who's, that fiery energy is rushing in to save the day, you know, is ready to drop everything and just come in. And are you the one trying to get things done? Again, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're trying to get multiple people together here. Or somebody else trying to get you to come together here to finish something. But just because one person is willing to just drop everything, and that could be you, drop what they're doing and can do that at a moment's notice, doesn't mean all parties can do that. The crowning energy here is the Three of Swords. And we have the King of Cups here, holding on. Maybe he's keeping his cards close, not really letting on what he's thinking, but he's upright. Is he recovering? Is he feeling left out in the cold here? He's upright. Maybe he feels like his hands are tied, and that he can't do anything until this is taken care of. He may be moving, okay? This could be somebody moving or visiting or doing work on a home that's unstable, and their hands are tied until this is done, and that can be a step in a process too. If you're doing renovations or moving, you can't get to the next step until you get the first step done. So that someone might feel frustrated because they have to wait on other people to get things done. What's coming up here is the Nine of Pentacles for Aries. And some kind of new passion or passion project coming in here. An offer of growth or inspiration here. Some kind of temptation here. That could be Capricorn as well. Or someone waving here, I can come. But there's some discomfort here emotionally. And then there's this energy of these two guys coming together. So we have the Knight of Cups upright and then the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and there's the Three of Pentacles reversed. So this is issues that come together, or third-party interference, or a lack of a third party that you need to get it done. All right, so this is the Knight of Cups is offering love or kindness, but feeling blocked by the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who may be stuck with issues at work or just not doing well. Does this Knight of Cups see the Knight of Pentacles reversed as someone who's lazy or stubborn? Or are there just issues around the work that they have to do? So you definitely have like a water energy here and then a Capricorn energy here. And again, we have a lot of Pisces over here. But there could be Virgo there too. You see yourself here as the Six of Pentacles. And the Three of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups upright. So again, some kind of third-party issues or something deemed as bad influence. This could be people gossiping as well. And here's the Page of Cups, you know, offering a loving message or offering their help. Or again, this could be a pet or a child offering their love, but right, maybe that's not the person you need to do the work. And maybe they would just get in the way here. And this could be you seeing yourself as not wanting to come together. And this could be a child too who wants to be there, who probably isn't a good idea to be there because they could just get in the way. But there could be some puppy love here too. Maybe someone's trying to sweeten the pot a little bit to get someone to do what they want them to do. Right, there's a lot of love being offered. We have the Page of Cups here, the Knight of Cups here. But somebody could be drained or sick here. Right, so they send their best, but can't do it right now. Why do we have the Five of Cups around you? Oh, that one floating right up. So So the 7 of Swords here. So some kind of sneakiness going on here. With the Page of Swords. And so there's a lot of little kid energy here. I don't know if we're dealing with little kids. It could be adults who are acting like kids, or this could be siblings dealing with each other. But someone's trying to get away with not doing it, right? This one's stepping up to the plate, and this one's trying to run away. And someone might feel emotional here. They could be just they may not be feeling well, and they might be getting over something. And then we have the Hermit here shedding light here, or giving advice. Perhaps maybe someone doesn't want their advice. All right, they're stepping up to the plate, someone's giving advice, and then this one's taking it and running with it. And then we have the Knight of Swords reverse with the World upside down. This could be somebody holding their tongue, but they want to get it done. Right? Someone's irritated, they're trying to be patient, and they're holding their tongue, but they really need to get this done. The block here is abundance, or the Empress there. That can be a Taurus, a mother, an older woman. Let's see here. So this could be someone stressed out. I mean, the Empress is upright over here. Maybe she's not sleeping well and she doesn't want to drive. This could be someone's car isn't working well, or she's going through a breakup, a breakdown, a break in, out, or through some kind of issue. There could be some kind of, maybe someone had to visit the ER recently. Someone's not taking into consideration that other people have lives too. We have the Queen of Cups reversed here, which is over here in the underlying energy. So she may not be feeling well. She could have cancer in her chart. So it could be a mom with cancer in their chart. But the worst is over. And then we have indigo here at the end. And there's some kind of offering now here. Someone may be offering their time, money, and energy to some kind of past falling out here. Maybe wanting to offer money as opposed to their time to help them get it done. There could be kids giving someone a difficult time here. This could be a gift to children who are struggling right now emotionally. And this could be a proposal to someone that you had a falling out with in the past. Or are you getting a proposal from someone you've had a falling out with in the past? And is that a partner, or is that a friend? Because it can be either one here. Right? Someone healing or forgiving a heartbreak or disappointment here. Perhaps someone thinks that if they give them money, that it'll make them feel better. But there could be a proposal there, right? And that could be, maybe you had a fight with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and now they're coming back with a proposal. We have the Fool is reversed. Somebody did something foolish, or perhaps they fell on their face, or from grace here. dumping emotional attachments. You know, this could be dumping stuff from the house, trying to get rid of stuff, somebody hurt themselves. And then here we have the Queen of Wands reverse, which could be you. And things weren't working out with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community here, or perhaps required to work overtime. All right, so is that work or family? Could be both. And there's an ending of an emotional cycle here, or a family who's not happy. Right? Very stable and abundant, but emotionally dissatisfied here. And again, there could be, in one of the parties you're dealing with right here, there could be a divorce going on. And then we have the King of Swords, you know, who's very kind of blunt. He could be an Aquarius, or maybe he's a healer, or maybe he's a dream come true, or maybe he's trying to make his dreams come true, and everyone are just getting in his way. They're not doing what he wants them to do. He may need help from the King of Wands over here, which could be that could be you, Aries, or it could be another fire sign here as well. And so you need this. We're not complete here. It's reversed here. So there's this need to come full circle, get things complete. You want to settle out, or perhaps be more charitable and kind with those who don't reciprocate. Or someone else is trying to be kind to you, but you're not reciprocating to them. And again, earth and water, Pisces and Taurus around you, and independence, and some kind of proposal here after separation. So after the indigo is the Ace of Cups. Did the Ace of Cups come out already? So we have the Ace of Pentacles is upright, the Ace of Wands is upright, the Ace of Swords is upright, and the Ace of Cups. You got all four aces upright, Aries. So there could be some kind of love proposal right here. And then we have karma. This wake-up call here. We have the Judgment card right there in the center, right? Again, somebody might be giving you a choice or an ultimatum. And then there's the Emperor, who's reversed right here. Maybe he's being unreasonable. Or is that you, Aries energy? And then we have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, which for me in this deck can often be the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower. But this is about assessing worth, and again, sitting down and assessing something's worth, getting someone to come out of the tower there. And there could be a dunking booth there too. Ace of Cups, Aries. A lot of back and forth, the arrows of love. Defenseless to the energies coming in. As the Page of Wands reversed. Maybe sad here, or feeling guilty about something. And there's the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is the underlying energy right here. So the King of Pentacles is upright, the Queen is reversed, and she may be feeling sad, along with the Queen of Swords reversed, who's right here, and the Emperor's reversed, under the radar, feeling like a failure. And remember in that first read that I had out for you was the Page of Wands right there. expecting someone to kind of bow down to them, the Page of Wands. Right? And here's the Page of Wands reversed with the two queens who are sad or disappointed, right? Not getting any attention. And then here's the Death card, which is Dark Night. It can be an ending or a big transformation here, but in a really positive way. And the Magician, remember, is the indigo over here. So wanting to make things right. Somebody could be coming back to make things right. We have Scorpio upright and then Gemini or Virgo upright right there. Someone sitting pretty, very satisfied with themselves at night or at this last full moon. That can be Cancer energies as well. And connecting one-to-one here with some kind of injustice or X. Okay, but we also have, could be Gemini here. We have Gemini reversed, we have Libra reversed, Cancer upright, Gemini is upright here and reversed. And why is the Emperor and the Queen of Swords reversed together right there? The Wounded Warrior is on guard, defensive, right? Making sure that somebody gets away peacefully without a catch. Ending this war. Finding peace by themselves. Right? And a realization here. Grounding and integrating the inequity or the imbalance here as your perspective is imbalanced. It wasn't worth it. Or maybe being on your own is worth it for you. Not wanting to share. Or feeling drained by somebody else wanting things from you, or offering, like a child or a loving message is draining for you. Like I said, you got all four aces right here. So are you leaving a relationship and taking off with your best friend or your pet? Or are you being proposed to? Something was not equitable. And is this relationship, or is this a friendship over here? And it's not, it could be you that you don't want to share. And that's just the way it is. Or you don't want to have to pay out. Or you don't want to have to deal with a certain child or pet here that's always offering love. Aries. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And again, you're coming up drained here. This person is in your life to teach you a lesson, a spiritual lesson. And time apart, some distance will help bring clarity here. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So you're supposed to unplug here. And again, abundance. You've done the work and abundance flows to you now. So it doesn't, I don't feel like you have issues per se at work. It could be connected to work, but it's not a specific work issue. This is coming together to get some practical stuff done. Whatever's not fair in a relationship or in a friendship needs work. And there's some kind of financial challenge. And again, someone's trying to offer time, money, or energy here to fix something that fell apart in the past. Or perhaps sending money to children to help out with some of the expenses. And again, like I said, there's several themes here going on for you. And there could be an interference with an external party intruding on this relationship. Okay, and that can go both ways. For some people, it might be a wife, a boyfriend, girlfriend is the annoying relationship, and then you want to be with your friends, or it can be the other way around, where a friend is the issue here in the past or in the present, because you need more time with your one-on-one romantic relationship. This also could be some kind of socializing conflict with people at work, or maybe you're dealing with children at work. But there is new love, a new love or commitment, recommitment to love is developing. But it's just going through that stuff that you need to sort through in order to get to the other end. There's a leap of faith here. The underlying energy is denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. The timing hasn't been quite right. Maybe you've been pushing your agenda, or somebody else has been pushing their agenda, even though the time's not quite right. And if they'd just wait, or you'd just wait and be patient, it would unfold and it would be fine. But it's because someone's pushing their agenda or their way, that may be where the struggle is going on here. But again, there's definitely finances involved here. Okay, Aries. There's definitely some beautiful energies here. So I don't want you to go away disheartened, because it's... And the Three of Swords here is reversed. So it's about forgiveness. It's about apologies. It's about, healing your heart. Right? Perhaps allowing this love to come in. Maybe you feel like I don't know if you're scared to make a commitment here, or you just want your freedom. Realizing that just because you make a commitment doesn't mean your freedom will be taken away from you. Okay, Aries. Remember to drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, joy in nature, and rise and be love, Aries. I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.